Hello and welcome from Aulendorf, which is the Cartago production plant. This is a Malibu van. It is an unusual design for a camper van in as much as it's got a low bed. Starting price 47,500. This will cost 56,334. This is a 6-meter van, 205 centimeters in width, 590 in height, which is what you'd expect from a Fiat Ducato. Right, so let's have a look at its main features. The main one of which is, of course, at the back, and it's the low bed. Now, this bed here, as you can see, takes up a third of the van. And as the engine also takes up a bit, you can see it takes up even more as a percentage of the habitation area. Right, so why would you want a thing like this? Well, maybe there could be very good reasons. It could be for health reasons or something like that. Maybe it's easier for you to get in and out of a low bed. Of course, the disadvantages is it's taken away from your underfloor storage. One slight compensation, although it's only a slight compensation, is that it does allow you to have storage over the bed, and in this case, nothing down there. Good idea. But that really is not much storage in compensation for what you're losing under it. Now, in this case, the bed, as you can see, it comes both ways, really, doesn't it? So it's 196 centimeters in length, and depends on how you actually do it, by 185 centimeters, or alternatively you can compare them as being two singles, in which case the singles are 90 centimeters each, more or less. And let's see what else you can do. You can lift this thing up like that, and you get storage under there, but I'm going to show that from the other side, so it'll be easier for me to actually get under it and talk from here. Right, now the toilet's a rather clever thing. It slides in and out, and I mean, the first thing I thought when I saw that is anything that slides, anything which moves is likely to break. Well, a friend got one. He'll watch this video and no doubt confirm this in a comment that that's been no problem for him so far. Sink is here. So let's have a look at the shower. If I can, I don't know if I want to close the thing. There we go. Right. So, that's it. Well, there's not a huge amount of space in here, but you know, it is a 6 meters by 2 meter camper van. So, what can you expect? And okay, head warning, yeah. That's how much clearance is up there. So I haven't heard of people having problems with the shower yet, so the toilet yet, but we'll wait a couple of years and see how that goes. Thing is that other companies have also used them. For example, even Niesman Bischoff has used toilets like that for ages, and I think somebody would have noticed. Having said that, obviously not selling in numbers like these things here are selling. Fridge down here, which doesn't want to open, so you'll have to believe me, it's a fridge. Anyway, never mind. And two burners. Well, here's another sink. Right, one question often is put: why the two sinks? Well, I think the reason for that is actually quite obvious. It's you know, maybe you don't want to be sort of washing yourself in the same sink as that you've got your pans in. Of course, sometimes you have to do that, and if they're in really small vans, then that's the way it is. I mean, certainly in the first van that I had, the Malibu, there was only one sink, and indeed there was nowhere for me to have a shower, nor was there a toilet, so I had to sort of rig both up. under here, something which has been introduced in 2020 is the this, let's call it a double floor. I don't think that's the right word actually, but it's a storage compartment. You can stick your shoes and things down there. Why is that there? Well, here, for example, you've got for the infrastructure for the heating, which comes from the Truma, and this can be closed by your foot sometimes. Yes. Table is quite small. It'll open up a little bit of an extension if you're sitting in the seat I'm sitting in, but it's only a little bit of an extension. Also above here, bulwark, which affects your head height, and again, you've got a bit of storage up there, but up here, I want to say a bit, I suppose you can get your bedding in there, can't you? Positive feature, very nice, what do you call them? Skylight. And you've got 22-inch television. There you are. You can check your light says how much electricity and how much water you've got, and you can see that we're on hookup at present. Interesting side features from the lighting, I think, and branding. Another feature which has been recently introduced is this. You've got storage compartment, 2 storage compartments, which isn't such a bad idea. So if you're not going to use them in any case, then you could just leave one at home because they come out. When you've got things in the back, what do you normally store in there? It's like tables and chairs for outdoor use. And yeah, that'll go in there quite nicely. There's your gas. You can't get the full-size bottles in there. You can get the next one down. So that's another disadvantage of having the low bed. So I've tried to put the disadvantages of the low bed with the necessity of having a low bed. So I've tried to be fair in both ways. I'll put this in nicely so it doesn't look bad for the next person that comes in. Got blinds, of course, for the window, the mosquito thing, and there's a mosquito net up front as well. So whilst I'm here, I'm going to take you through. I'm just going to little quick look at one or two of the vans. This one here, Malibu van, charming coupe 640 LE. I don't know why it's called a coupe, because a coupe, and as I understand it, it's a carriage with 2 wheels, and as far as the car's concerned, it's only got 2 seats. That's my understanding, and I did make a rather short linguistic explanation. I've studied linguistics at university, and so I did look a little bit at where Malibu got this word from, which I think isn't quite the right word to use for something like this. One feature's got really nice though, is this toilet door, and you've got a big washroom in there. There's other people around, so I'll be careful. I'm in a trade fair. I don't mind sort of filming where other people are, but if they come here to sort of buy something, then they do expect, I suppose, a bit of privacy. Oh, now here we've got how we can use the front seats to make a bed, and that's a pretty good idea. A number of companies have also recently started doing this by offering these mattresses, and that one there has got a widthwise bed in the back. Pretty good use. I suspect before long, just guessing here, we could see this as the main bed, the only bed in the van. I'll take this 4110, but I'm going to take in this one here. There's a 540 dB, that's the shortest van they do, but there's people in it, so I'm not going to bother with that. And sorry, that's a motorhome, not a van, a camper van. There you go, 640 LE, which is a longer van, on the 636 centimeters in length, and this thing here will cost 58,304. But rather similar to the one we started off with, which is the subject of the film. And I think I'll walk back to it right now. Here's one. I haven't put the wheels on yet. I haven't put the engine in either. That one won't be going very far. Right, so here I am back at the beginning. So Malibu van 600 LE low bed. I hope you found that of interest. And if you didn't, well, not much I can do about it now because I finished the film. Thanks for watching.